Alright, so in this video, I want to increase your show up rate by 15% and 25%. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break down exactly the same system we use to increase show up rate for our clients and for ourselves, right? And the first thing that we do is we optimize the booking page, right? Because this is one thing that a lot of people tend to misunderstand. And the reason why I say misunderstand is because the first thing that we do is we don't allow people to book within more than 5 to 7 days, right? We don't allow people to book like in 14 days because they are more likely to not show up to the call, right? So the more warm leads are the ones that book the appointment for tomorrow or for the next 2 days, right? So what we do is we only allow people to book a call within 5 to 7 days, right? The second thing we do is we put a lot of questions, and that's something that a lot of people is reluctant. And the reason why I say you need to put a lot of questions is because if you think that just by having name, email, and phone number, people will show up to the call, you're wrong, right? And the reason why I say this is because if people are not bothered to fill out a form that takes less than 60 seconds, why do you think that someone will jump on a call with you for 45 minutes or 60 minutes pitching your service? Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? So the more questions you ask, the more likely they are to show up to the call, and obviously the more qualified they are. So what we do is we ask the name, email, phone number, what's your IG profile, then we ask what's your business, what's your current monthly revenue, then we put these text fields, because when you put text fields, it takes a little bit more effort, and when we put more effort, it increases that commitment, right? Now, after they book the appointment, we do one of the most important things of the whole strategy, which is to send people to a thank you page. And a lot of people just don't do this, but trust me, this is one of the most important things. And if the people go through the whole thank you page, you're more likely to increase your show up rate to 85%, which means that out of 10 people, 8 to 9 people will show up to the call, right? Which is a lot. Now, when I say that thank you page is one of the most important things, the way you want to do it is by having this sort of like eyebrow where you say important, please watch this short video before your call, right? So we put this in order that people don't miss this page and just close the browser and go to another thing, right? And what we do is we have this tag where it says congratulations, and here you don't see it because I didn't fill out the form, but if you fill out the form, you're gonna see your name because we wanna personalize everything, right? So we say, congratulations, Josh, your call has been scheduled. And then we do step one, watch this short video below to prepare. And what we do is we pretty much do a video that is no longer than 5 minutes, because people will not bother to watch a video that is more than 5 minutes because they come from watching a VSL. So we don't want people watching another video. And what we do in this video is pretty much we use Wistia, because Wistia is one of the best video hostings out there. And what we do is we kind of have this sign that I took it from Charlie Morgan, so I'm not going to take credit for that. I saw it from him, and I thought it was a great idea because that warning sign, what it allows me to do is to capture people to watch this video. And what I say is your appointment is not confirmed yet. And when I say it's not confirmed, is because we want to make sure that people actually see the event slot on their calendar. Because if they don't see it, more likely they are not going to appear to the call. And we want to make sure that they watch and they watch the video to actually see that event in their calendar, right? So in that video, we actually break down how to do it. And then we talk about 5 quick things, right? Which is to confirm the call, to not ghost, right? Because we rather have people that says, I'm not going to be able to jump on a call. So that way we can free up that event, that slot, and have it for another person. And then we tell them to focus, be on time, and then we talk about what's the call going to be about, right? And when they watch this whole video, we want to motivate people to actually jump on a call. And we understand so well the importance of increasing the consumption of our content and spending a lot of hours with ourselves to increase that show up rate, that we put this second step, which is check out my YouTube channel for free content on how to scale your business, right? And we put YouTube videos here and then the link to the YouTube channel, because the more time they spend with you, the more likely they are to show up to the call, right? So we want to increase consumption, okay, of ourselves to increase that show up rate, right? Now, immediately after the appointment is booked, what we do is 4 things, right? We do 4 touch points, because this way is more likely that they see it and they can confirm the appointment, right? The first thing is the Google Calendar confirmation. This is native. As soon as they book the appointment, Google Calendar sends this kind of email where you can actually put your event on Google, on Outlook or iCloud, and basically with the link, the time and everything, and that way it's just like a simple appointment confirmation. If they don't see it, don't worry, because we have a lot of confirmations. One of the confirmations is SMMS, WhatsApp, iMessage confirmation, and this will depend basically on the location. If people are from Europe, we're going to be using WhatsApp. If people are from the US, we're going to be using SMS or iMessage. And what we do is we send this confirmation message where we say, I just made this test and I said, hi Yuri, test, you're scheduled for a call with Hi-Buys on Saturday, October 13th, 2025 at 9 Madrid time, see you there. And then instead of just sending the link to the meet, we send the link to the thank you page, because we want to make sure that these people watch this video to confirm the call, right? Because the main goal here is to confirm the call, right? We want to make sure that these people actually confirm that they will see the event and show up to the call, right? And the second thing we do is we create this personalized video, right? Let's say you've got Josh, book the appointment, and you say, hey Josh, thank you so much for booking the appointment. What I want you to do now is to go to your email and check that you received the confirmation email. Make sure that you see the event on your calendar, and then you say whatever, like, I'm looking forward to see you and talk about your situation and how we can actually help and scale the business with you, right? Or whatever you want to have it on your message, depending on the offer, right? And what we do is, if you have sales reps, you make that your sales reps do this video, make this video, and if not, do it yourself, right? And then another thing that we do is the confirmation email, which is slightly different from this one, because this one is from Google Calendar itself, and then this one is the email that we created and we send, right? And what we do is we send the date, the link, and then again we put this link here and we send people again to the thank you page, because we want to make sure that people actually watch this video, right? It's so important that they confirm the call, because again, if they watch this video, they're gonna the show up rate is gonna be between 75% and 85%, which is so high. Because if you don't have this whole system, more likely you're gonna have like 50% show up rate or even 40% show up rate, right? So in order that this doesn't happen, you want to have this kind of system and video and these whole 4 systems of confirmation, right? And then the last system you want to have for this is the sales reps calling to confirm the call, right? Or if you don't have a sales rep, just do it yourself, right? Now, 24 hours before the call, what we want to do is another confirmation, right? So what we do is we send again this message, right, which is a quick reminder that your call with Hi-Buys is on whatever, and then we send again the link to the thank you page, okay? Thank you page, right? Okay, so apart from this SMS, WhatsApp, iMessage reminder, we have again an email reminder, and in this case what we do is we put testimonials, right? Because what we do is we want to motivate people to trust us and want to jump on a call with us, right? So what we do is we build trust and authority here just by having testimonials. You can have video testimonials and more, right? And then again, if they don't take this first confirmation call with the sales rep, then we do another call. But this call is only if they don't respond to this one, right? So if they respond to this one, then don't just do this call again, okay? And then the last thing we do are 2 reminders, which is one hour before and then the other one 15 minutes before, right? The 1 hour before the call reminder is this kind of tags, where in this case, instead of sending the link to the thank you page, we send the link to the Google Meet, right? Whether it is a Google Meet or Zoom. And this is fully automated. Then we do an email reminder plus frequently asked questions. Again, we want to give more value and more information, and we want to respond and answer all the questions that they might have before jumping on a call. So that way, if we tackle all these questions and objections they have before jumping on the call, more likely they are to show up to the call, and actually they have more value and more knowledge. So it's going to be way easier for us to convert, right? So as you can see here, these are the frequently asked questions, okay? And finally, the last reminder is 15 minutes before the call. And what we do is pretty much the same message here, where we send the link to the call and then an email reminder, which is a really basic email reminder with the link, and just to remind that the call is in 15 minutes, right? And finally, you've got the call, and you just go through the call and just close the call, right? So basically, this whole system is in order to increase your show up rate from 40 to 50% to 75% and 85%, right? And this is the exact same system that we use ourselves and for our clients, right? And if you want to know how you actually can apply the same exact system, down below this video, you'll see a link where you can actually book an appointment with me and my team, and we will go over your case, your business, whether you're a coach, consultant, or agency owner, and how we can actually apply this whole system and way more, because obviously this is not the only system we have, because this is only to increase the show up rate. Then we have systems to increase the appointment rate, to increase the lead generation rate, and in systems to close, you know, higher than 30%, right? And more, right? Because obviously this is only to make sure that people that book the appointment go from point A, which is book the appointment, to point B, which is show up to the call, right? But obviously, if they not show up to the call, then we need to do an automation to follow up and make sure that they can actually reschedule the call, right? But yeah, this is something that I'm not going to talk about in this video. If you want to know how you can actually reschedule more calls from the people that do not show up to the call, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about that. But yeah, that was pretty much everything for this video. Hope you enjoy it. And yeah, as I said, down below this video you'll see my Instagram and the link to book an appointment with me. And if not, just enjoy the video and just subscribe and stay tuned for more content. So with no further ado, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.